Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready to take your questions. Please bear in mind that the strategy and tactics involved in the jokes, comedy sketches, and funny videos on Almost Live are of a very sensitive nature, and we may not be able to answer your questions specifically for security reasons. I'll now introduce the comedy field marshal in the Northwest Theater of Operations, ladies and gentlemen, Marshal Keister.
Good evening. On tonight's program, we intend to engage the audience with laugh-producing materials and sponsored advertisements delivered over the air. Our campaign has been going well, and we intend to stick with this comedy doctrine. I'll now take your questions.
Marshal Keister.
What can we expect on tonight's show?
It's not our policy to discuss the specific comedy material on any given show for security reasons.
Marshal Keister, will there be any jokes about Idaho?
We can't promise any specific jokes at this stage of the campaign.
You're saying you can't even let us know which states will be hit? What about Renton?
All right, I'm not at liberty to discuss specific jokes. However, a show without a joke about Renton would not be considered a very funny show. That's just our policy.
Why are you guys wearing fatigues?
I don't have a specific answer for that question. It's just part of our campaign to confuse the enemy.
Can you give us any indication of what to expect tonight?
Well, we can show you how it starts.
This is Almost Live, a program about the world and its many changes. We're all going through personal changes. I myself
am going through some rather startling personal changes, but I'm not at liberty to discuss that at this time.
Maybe later.
But now,
here he is. Keister.
Hello, and happy Groundhog's Day. Yeah. Oh, I know. This has always been one of my favorite holidays. And, you know, I thought the big groundhog fireworks display this year was one of the best I've ever seen. And, you know, around the office, we've been singing the groundhog carols all day. I'm sure you have, too. And there was a bar on the east side, you may have read this, held a contest to see who could cast the best shadow. And, you know, the woman who won was really talented, you know. And I think what swayed the judges was her shadow interpretation of Twin Peaks. Ta! Right, that's the level of the show this week, that's right. Anyway, this whole week, the Almost Live staff has been on cloud nine. Why? Well, it's because of this article that appeared in the Times last Saturday on, if you can just see it right here, Make a Date. Readers respond with frugal ideas. This is on cheap dates in the Seattle area. Cheap dates. Now, one of the suggestions was come see a taping of Almost Live. So I guess, okay, obviously they read this. I guess you see it pretty much defines our studio audience. A bunch of cheap dates, all a bunch of cheap dates. If you want an even cheaper date, just get a six-pack, go over to Como and see Town Meeting. That's really, tell them John sent you, you know. I'll tell you, though, but, you know, there are a lot of inexpensive dating ideas that weren't mentioned in this article. As thorough as the Times usually is, they missed a few, and we thought you might like to try some of these other cheap dates. For example, attend a First Avenue transients debate. Invite the Jehovah's Witnesses in for a while. That would be good. Share a smoke at Hendrix's grave. Always fun. Walk to Bellevue and look at cars. Go to the library and look up dirty words in the big dictionary. Count the number of titles at the market with the name Larson. Yeah. Okay, and finally, stay home, have sex. That's just a few. few things. They missed those in the Times. However, I just want to say that we're not proposing that you do anything immoral because, as you know, we're one of the most moral, safety-conscious programs on television. And as such, we're pleased to present an all-new episode of Almost Live's crime fighter for the 90s. Ladies and gentlemen, stand by for Speedwalker.
Jeff Bimmel, reporter for the Daily Dealer. It's a lovely day for a walk.
Hey, that guy didn't pay for his gas.
This looks like a job for... Excuse me. Speedwalker. Thanks, citizen.
Yes, it's Speedwalker, the physically fit superhero who fights crime while maintaining strict adherence to the regulations of the International Speedwalking Association. Heel toe, Speedwalker!
Oh, gee, what? Speedwalker? Oh. Where'd he go? Huh?
Always yield to pedestrians, punk.
What the devil is this thing? Curses, the counterbalance.
My word.
I'll lose him in here.
Thank you, gentlemen. I have a clean car to catch.
Huh?
Need directions, punk? I've had it with you, Speedwalker! No! End of the line, punk. Here you are, officer. It's your petroleum purloiner. Thanks, Speedwalker. You'll excuse me, I have a proprietor to reimburse. Here you are, sir. Compensation for that gas-guzzling grifter.
Thanks, Speedwalker.
All right, stay with us. We've got a great show, and we'll be right back.
Monday on A Woman's Place, we'll show you the best butt shots in football this year. And we'll talk about the new craze of tongue surgery. It's guaranteed to get you any man you want.
All that and a scrumptious recipe for Boston cream pie.
That's Monday on A Woman's Place.
Are you tired of sitting there with your remote control changing the channel every time the show you're watching gets bad? Well, you won't have to do that ever again when you subscribe to NRN, the No Remote Needed television network. On a typical evening of NRN television, you'll watch 5 primetime shows at once. As each show gets boring or stupid, our exclusive WatchBoy computer system changes the channel for you, automatically and with electronic precision. If you subscribe right now, tonight on NRN, you'll see NHL Hockey, LA Law, The Match Game with Ross Schaefer, The Arsenio Hall Show, and 30-something, all at the same time. With this lineup, there's a lot of channel changing to do. But don't worry, NRN takes care of it for you. You'll only watch hockey during the fights. And you'll only see LA Law when there's a sex scene. Imagine enjoying Arsenio Hall without the whoo, whoo, whoo. And every time the affluent and beautiful Hope starts whining, 30-something will go away. So tonight, your home base show is The Match Game with Ross Schaefer, America's favorite. As a bonus this week, we'll include absolutely free flash frames of amazing discoveries and the Playboy channel, Scrambled. You'll know they're on, but you won't have to watch them. Wow! Start getting NRN today. If you call now, you'll get 3 free months of commercial auto mute. You can still see and hear those great commercials, but the volume won't be louder than the shows. Subscribe right now. NRN, the No Remote Needed Cable Network, is ready and waiting to serve you.
Okay, welcome to Video Zone, the movie review show from people who really know movies. Video clerks. You know, I mean, all we do is watch movies. Or, you know, I mean, at least we always have them on behind us while we're on the phone with our girlfriends and stuff. Anyway, the point is we know movies. I'm Blaine from Peaches.
And I'm Dag from Quick Stop.
Where's Jared?
They're doing inventory at Tower.
Oh, man, that is so lame. He's off the show, okay? All right, well, let's get started. All right, first up is new releases. A couple came in this week, and I got to say this one looks really good. Bloodbath, right? I mean, look at the pictures. It's awesome. Really good pictures.
I rented that to a guy the other day. He said it was better than Hellraiser.
Oh, no way.
Really?
Oh, all right. Well, this one's going to fly. All right. Okay, what else do we have?
Okay, this one's called Henry V.
Oh, a sequel.
I guess. I'm not into the Henry movies. I like Jason.
Oh, yeah, Jason's radical. I like Jason, yeah. Yeah.
It says here that it goes in the culture section.
You guys still have a culture section?
The owner's a doofus. He even makes us stock some bait and he dispose of.
Oh, man. All right, forget it. Let's get to the letters. All right, the letters. Our first one. Dear Video Zone, we're planning a family reunion and would like to rent a video that would keep a group of children ages 4 through 9 occupied. Can you make a suggestion?
Shriek of the Mutilated.
Shriek of the Mutilated, yeah. Well, no, except maybe, you know, I mean, they might be a little young for that one. You know, you should better, I'd say, play it safe, start them off with Predator. That's more of a kid's movie.
Kids movie, yeah.
That's more of a kid's movie.
Okay, here's one. It says, Dear Video Zone, I'm an elderly widow who rarely leaves my home. I like to spend my time watching movie musicals. Can you recommend a good one for me?
Yeah, definitely. Pink Floyd, The Wall. It's a classic. It's a classic. All right, I think we got time for one more?
Yeah.
Time for one more. Okay. Dear Video Zone, what's the most realistic movie ever made?
Total Recall.
Yeah.
Everything Arnold did is just what I would have done.
Just what I would have done, too, yeah.
Plus that babe, you know, the one who screwed him over, she was so hot.
Man. Yeah. Okay, all right. Well, now, we have a real special guest. This guy is like a legend in the video business because he has been a clerk for an incredible 3 years.
Whoa, man.
Yeah. Here he is, Gilbert Allen. Gilbert, come on, Gilbert. Gil. All right, okay, Gilbert. You were telling us about you had this really stupid customer the other day.
Oh,
what
man.
Did you do?
Oh, that's right.
Crazy or something.
Oh, yeah. Okay, this guy comes in, and he doesn't know what he wants to rent. You know, he wants to rent if he doesn't know what it is. So he starts asking me a whole bunch of questions, you know, about all these old movies. Like the guy's going to rent one or something. I mean, come on, they're in black and white.
God. So what'd you do to him, man?
I told him, I said, you know, I'd check some stuff out, you know, I'd look around for him, and then I just went in the back room and like hung out until he left.
That's great. Good move.
Good move. Yeah. Good move. Okay, Gilbert, what's your pick for this week, man?
Oh, same as last week, man. Terminator.
All right.
That's my favorite foreign film, too.
That's not a foreign film.
Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger's German. He's got the accent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
All right, okay. Gilbert, what's the most important thing that somebody should know about renting Terminator?
Okay, look. Okay, the main thing, if you're going to rent this movie, okay, is to have your card out before you get to the register.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm so sick of waiting while some lame-o hunts like through his wallet trying to find his card. I mean, I got phone calls I could be making. You know?
Yeah. Okay, thanks, Gilbert. All right, now our feature this week is Renter of the Week. You saw somebody, right?
Mr. Strickland?
Yeah.
The manager of the 7-Eleven who's always kicking us out.
I know that guy, yeah.
He came in, get this, he rented Be My Slave and The Whip Lady.
All right, Strickland, yeah!
Whip Lady.
All right, that's great. Okay, we're just about out of time, but before we go, some of you may remember we got a letter a few weeks ago. This was from this girl, Lydia Brown. Remember that? She wanted to be a video store clerk, and did we have any advice? And first, it's a great name, Lydia, right? But this was the picture that she sent us. See this?
Oh, lame.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, no way. So, I told her, do something about her looks, and I gave her some suggestions and stuff. Well, she cleaned up her act, she got some new clothes, and now she's working down at Video Mart.
Cool.
Yeah, all right, yeah. Now, we don't have time to talk to her or anything tonight, but we thought you might like to see the new Lydia Brown. Lydia! Come on in. All right, Lydia, yeah.
Whoa.
Way to go,
Cool.
babe. Okay, and we'll see you next week on Video.
Tuesday on A Woman's Place. What to do if your man's fantasies include woodwind instruments. We'll show you how to plaster over bullet holes, and we'll talk to a psychic who says the Earth will soon hit an asteroid and explode into 1,000,000 pieces.
Oh, bummer. Well, all that and the cutest patterns for lace valentines.
That's Tuesday on A Woman's Place.
Good evening and welcome to the John Report. I'm John. Here's my report. The ferry Skagit hit a buoy off Alki Point, but it hardly did any damage to the boat. The captain promised he'd do better next time. A man is being held in connection with thefts of rare books, including a couple from the library at Washington State University. The librarian at Wazoo said the stolen books were quite rare. They were the only two they had that didn't have pictures of cows. Meanwhile, at the University of Washington, the football team had its best recruiting year ever, and the school has decided not to search football fans for alcohol. Husky officials immediately announced next season's slogan, "A Rose Bowl year with lots of beer." A new book is out titled The Seattle Survival Guide. The first tip is don't go up to the guys hanging out at 2nd and Pike and ask for directions. Boeing has advised the military to protect their helicopter rotor blades with adhesive tape. Based on tests here with their own employees, they also sent a reminder not to try to put the tape on until the blades stop spinning. A Seattle woman received a light bill from Seattle City Light for $3,900. She said she was surprised at first, but then realized that's just the price she has to pay for living in the Kingdome. Governor Gardner told Massachusetts and New Jersey to come up with their own toxic waste plans, or he will not allow them to continue dumping at Hanford. That upset Hanford workers who say the East Coast waste is fun to play with and easy to spill. The Economist magazine called Tacoma a smoky industrial Sparta to the high-tech Athens of Seattle. Tacoma officials say they may sue depending on what they find when they look up the word Sparta in the dictionary. The State Liquor Control Board has turned down a request to ban alcohol advertising aimed at young people. However, they have put out a contract to shoot the kid who does those 3-minute encyclopedia ads. There are rats in the toilets of the upscale Laurelhurst neighborhood. But the residents aren't worried, said one. It's not like they're South End rats. Finally, as part of a new fitness program, the Mariners are taking yoga lessons. Manager Jim Lefevre says that part of the appeal of yoga is that no one loses. This has been the John Report. Thank you, and good night.
Wednesday on A Woman's Place. You've just come home from a hard day at work. You're exhausted, the house is a mess, the kids are fighting, and you've just entered the worst stages of PMS. Then your husband comes home and wants to know why dinner isn't ready. If that sounds like your guy, we'll show you where to kick him and just how hard.
Ooh, ouch. All that and darling Easter bunny suits for the kids.
That's Wednesday on A Woman's Place.
Well, that's all the time we have tonight, and I want you to please be sure to watch next week when we'll have an all-new episode of the ineffectual middle management suck-ups. But, I know. Before we go, we want a bit of fond farewell to Princess Clarissa, who's leaving us this week. Clarissa, we'll miss you already. We miss you already. See you next week with the mid-management suck-ups. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.